Hey everybody, I had a viewer in my previous video ask me how to teleport mobs, not just yourself, to different locations. And I'm going to be showing you how to do that. It's really easy. All you have to do is add two more runes. Well, it's a couple simple steps. So of course you're going to want to put this on the trinket. So you're going to start out with this, the bookkeeper's gambit, right? Then you're going to get yourself as an entity, the position of your eyes, yourself as an entity again, the position where you're looking in, like the direction you're looking in. Then you're going to use Scout's Distillation. That's going to be targeting the entity that you want to teleport, of course. Then you want to select the location where the entity is going to be teleported. So this is roughly -2, -60, and then -3, right? In this little pen right here. So right here with the number literal, I'm going to write down -2, -60, and then -3. Now, something that you need to keep in mind, I mentioned this in the last video. Let me clear this real quick. I mentioned this in the last video. Whenever you write out those number literals independently like that, they're going to look like this in the stack. And you want them to look like this, right? So the way that you do that, you do this little number, and it combines all of those numbers into X, Y, and Z instead of just number, number, number. I hope that makes sense. I'm not really good at it. Then finally, you're going to want to get the position of where the entity you're looking at is standing and then subtract it from the position that you want to teleport them to. Because the way greater teleportation works, it's based off of the difference in location rather than just teleporting the animal or the entity to the location flat out. It's really weird. It's strange to explain, I know. But at the end here, we've been doing Compass Purification 2. Make sure you do Compass Purification 1 at this stage in the process. This is the point where you want to do subtractive distillation, right? Think about it like a grid. If I'm at 0, 0, and I want to be at -1, 0, I have to find the difference between this location and this location in order to travel said distance, you know? It's not something that's automatically calculated just because you give 2 points in a coordinate grid. You have to find the difference between the 2 points. And that's what greater teleportation does. So just keep that in mind. Anyways, at this point in the process, that's when you're able to finish out greater teleportation. So if I just write it like this, and keep in mind, like I said in the last video, greater teleportation is going to look different depending on what your seed is, right? So for each seed, each greater spell looks different. So doing that, I'm going to close out Bookkeeper's Gambit, right? And then what I'm going to do is ready my trinket, toss the Charged Amethyst, and I'm going to raycast it as Charged Amethyst. Now you want to make sure that the Charged Amethyst isn't at the top of the stack. Make sure it's on the bottom. Use Jester's Gambit to flip things around. Okay, now we're at a point where we can go ahead and finish out this. Hold on, let me get a potion real quick. Potion of Clarity. Okay. So now we can finish this out. And you just write down the rune that you would normally write to create a trinket. And everything should work. So now that's done. Let's go get a random mob. Let's get a pig. Let's put him in this little pen over here. And now, thinking back, remember, we put down the coordinates of the location inside this pen right here. So if I just right-click this pig, easy as that. And I can go all the way over here to this stray goat. Easy as that. And if you wanted to use the spell book to send like specific entities to specific locations, you certainly can. You certainly can. Oh my god. You got hops, brother. You certainly can do that. If you wanted to incorporate just sending any old entity, like even like this, any old entity, you certainly can just use the same strategy laid out in the previous video if you want to use a spell book. But yeah, it's as simple as that. Thanks for watching.